Okay, guys, so a busy day in college basketball today. I have been, I haven't really been feeling well, and I've been extremely busy, so I didn't pay close of attention to basketball as I wanted to, but I did watch some of it. I watched the IU game. I really want to focus on the IU game. Um, And there were some major upsets today that I want to talk about. And one of them is Maryland beating Duke for the second time this year, 83-74. Duke continues to prove that they ain't a number one seed, like I've been saying all along. I don't think they're as good as everybody says. I think they're a really good team, but uh, they are not a number one seed. They do not deserve a number one seed. I've been saying it for I don't know how long. You can go back to my vlogs. Uh, Duke should most definitely not be a number one seed. Miami, like I've been saying and saying and saying in my previous vlogs, Miami should most definitely get a number one seed, and they won their game today. Indiana won 80-64. I'll get to that in a minute. Another huge upset. Wisconsin beat Michigan 68-59. Ohio State won big today. Ohio State's interesting. I think they have a really good shot at getting a pretty high seed. Miami beat Boston College 69-58. And like I said, Miami most definitely proven that they deserve the number one seed. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it. In a very interesting development, Kentucky gets slammed by Vanderbilt today, 64-48, and this spells trouble for Kentucky. And I'll tell you why. Kentucky, I did feel like when they beat Florida that it was a pretty significant win, and it did put them in for a while. I felt like, and the only thing that could keep them out was just kind of falling flat on their face in the SEC tournament, and losing a big force game. Well, that's what happened today. So Kentucky is in major trouble. I don't know if they'll make it. I was thinking maybe they'd get a play-in game, but I don't know. Very interesting. Kentucky just gets slammed by Vanderbilt. And the Florida win isn't as significant as big of a win as it would have been all because Florida's kind of falling down. So I don't know what's going to go on. Okay, so Indiana. Now let's get to Indiana. Indiana beat Illinois 80-64. Huge win. I'm very proud of Indiana. They did turn the ball over 14 times. I'll continue to say it. That needs to come down. Defensively, I think they did a pretty good job. 9 steals. They got to the line decent. They only missed 3 free throws. 21 for 24 from the line. So they did get to the line. Sheehy did an outstanding job. Didn't miss one shot. 11 points. That's a really good sign. Zell had 11 shots. 24 points, 9 rebounds. Indiana blew away Illinois in rebounds, 43-20. Offensive rebounds, 9-9. But Indiana got a lot of second chance points. Awesome. And Oladipo did pretty good, 12 points, 11 boards. Wofford did great. 6 rebounds, 15 points. Zell was just running up the floor, really good. And whenever Indiana starts to run, I'm telling you, almost unbeatable if they start running in the open floor. And Zell's the best big man in basketball, running the floor, fastest center in the country, and he was doing some good running. And in Indiana, they didn't take too many threes, which was good. 17 out of 50 field goal attempts, 3-pointer. It's about where you want it. It's almost like they listened to me because they shot a lot of threes against Ohio State, I think. And then I went off. I was like, you can't, in a previous vlog, and I said you can't take more than 33% of your shots. 3-pointers, and I wouldn't mind it being 18 and below. And ever since then, they've done that. So Yogi shot the ball 10 times. That's kind of a little high. 5 3-point attempts. I don't think that's good. I just don't. He went 0 for 5. That's, if you look at it like this, it's like a turnover every time you miss like that. And I mean, I don't know. I just don't think Yogi should be shooting. Holes was almost pretty much a non-factor today. Indiana shot the ball well, 54% from the floor. 3-pointers, they weren't that great, 5 for 17. But thank God they kept the number of attempts down. But Yogi shot way too many threes. I don't think he should be shooting threes. There's no need. I mean, you have Waffle who can shoot threes, Holes, Oladipo, Sheehy, when he comes in, he can shoot threes. I mean, why let Yogi shoot threes? I don't know. But overall, Indiana did a really good job. I was impressed, but the key at this point in the season is consistency. If they can continue to be consistent, and those times, I mean, throughout the season, Indiana has not been extremely consistent for 9 straight games. Beginning of the season against weak opponents, but I'm talking Big Ten play, and they have not put together a solid 9 games. And when you ask them to win the Big Ten championship and win the national championship, that's what you ask them to do. Put together 9 good games and be consistent. And I don't know. That's why I don't know. It really wouldn't bother me if Indiana lost in the Big Ten tournament. I think they'll lock as the #1 seed without a doubt, especially with Duke losing. Indiana will get a #1 seed. And now it is looking like they're going to get it in Indy no matter what. So I think Indiana's fine. They should try to fine-tune things against Wisconsin. And it's a good game to experiment just a little bit. I'm not saying experiment a whole lot, but just a little bit. Because Wisconsin beat them up when they played this year. They only played once. And so it'd just be a good game to figure out how to handle the physical play of Wisconsin and how they slow up the tempo. I mean, against Michigan today, it was like 20-19 at the half, Wisconsin. I mean, that is typical Wisconsin ball. And I think Indiana's very vulnerable to that's why they lost to Wisconsin. I worried about that last summer. Indiana facing Wisconsin. Wisconsin's tough because they slow up the tempo and they're physical, and they milk the shot clock every possession. And so I would most definitely use this game to try a couple new things. I'm not saying all kinds of new things or nothing like that, but hopefully they experiment just a little bit against Wisconsin. I mean, that's what I'd do as a coach, and if we lose, we lose. I would spend this whole game trying to figure out how to speed up the tempo and stuff. But honestly, they need to speed up the tempo. There's ways you can do it. Rebounding the ball well, which they've been doing, so they've been getting good good fast break points and stuff, but making big plays on defense and being aggressive at pressing and stuff. That's how you do it. But I don't know. If I was Tom Crean, I'd try out different defenses against Wisconsin. I would try to really put the pressure on the ball and try to trap and press a little bit more, do like a zone press, but I don't know. Another big game tomorrow against Wisconsin. I don't even know what time they play, but I'll do a vlog after the game, and so I am 2 days behind in vlogs. I mean, I shot yesterday, but I haven't edited or uploaded it. I was busy all day. I haven't felt good, so until tomorrow, hopefully I can catch up. I don't want to be behind during championship week, and this is a really critical time, so hopefully I can get caught up really fast. Hopefully tomorrow. But until then, peace.